Can you start your presentation?
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, my name is Ahmed Mustafa from Nigeria.
So welcome to the meeting. We are listening you. We want to have more details about your idea.
Mr. Mohammed, good morning. You can continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please, can you please put on my slide, please?
Have you shared it to Dr. Jora Khan? Dr. Jora Khan, do you, are you going to share these slides? Dr. Jora Khan, can you hear me? Good. Thank you. Yeah, Ahmed, you can see your slides.
Yes, I can see it. Thank you.
So you coordinate with Dr. Jora Khan because I'm driving. I'll anyhow listen to it and I'll help you out in places where you are going to get struck. Okay.
You can start now.
Okay, good morning. My name is Ahmed Mustafa from Nigeria. And my project is titled Solving Tertiary Education System Problem in Nigeria using artificial intelligence and virtual reality system. Can you please move? Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, like what I said, my name is Ahmed Adedoku Mustafa, and also known as Eniola. I study educational technology from West of Ilori, Nigeria, and I have so much passion for technology and learning. So that's the reason, this is what prompts me, that encouraged me to focus on this particular project. And what are the problem that I sensed or I noticed in Nigeria education system that brought up this particular project? The tertiary education system in Nigeria is currently facing a lot of challenges, ranging from incessant strike. Right now, as I'm talking, Nigeria universities are like experiencing nothing less than 7 months strike. Both lecturers and students are at home. They have been there wasting their time for more than 7 months. Right now that I'm talking. Another problem that is facing tertiary education system in Nigeria is obsolete curriculum. I can say it confidently that most of the curriculum we are using in Nigeria right now, most of them are obsolete. Imagine technology. Imagine someone, imagine undergraduates undergoing computer technology or learning ICT in university, and they are still learning. They are still there learning some old or programming system, something like Fortran. When countries around the world are currently learning Python and modern programming languages. So imagine that one that is very close to like, I mean, I'm looking at that ICT stuff is the one that is progressing every day, every time. But imagine people are still learning some old skills, old technology that is not relevant again. Likewise, for many courses like that in Nigeria, people are still learning using old system when other countries around the world are there learning using virtual reality, using artificial intelligence, and many more. So Nigerian currently they are facing incessant strikes. We are facing obsolete curriculum. Another thing, another problem we are facing in Nigerian education system, mostly tertiary education, because our primary education, secondary education, or we call it college education, they are not that kind. This kind of challenges are not much there. There is no strike, but they are still experiencing obsolete curriculum over there too. But basically, what my project is focusing on is on tertiary education system. We have three systems in Nigeria education system: primary, which is the basic. We have a secondary, we call it college education, then tertiary education. So my project is focusing on that tertiary education because that's the one that is dictating the economy of any country, because they are the one providing the workers for the economy. So sorry, can you please go back a little? Then the third challenge is that is facing Nigeria is this dilapidated teaching and learning facilities. The federal government, the government of Nigeria are not pumping money. They are not giving money to develop education system in Nigeria. So these are the challenges I recognize that is facing tertiary education system in Nigeria. So can you please proceed, ma'am? Thank you. So my proposed solution for these three challenges is as a graduate of education technology that I have a background in education technology in which we learn how to use technology to solve education problem. So I sat down and I think if I can see like mind or I meet people like this kind of opportunity, if we can pull our resources together, I believe we can solve or help tertiary education system in Nigeria. Next. So my request for this meeting is one, I will be very happy if we can establish, if this project can lead to establishment of a startup and a hub. What I mean by hub here is a physical office in Nigeria where people can go in to learn skill and for more or for workshop in Nigeria. That's my first request. The second one is that after establishing this kind of hub and tech startup, I would like us to partner with universities in Nigeria, with lecturers in Nigeria and abroad, so that they can bring their skill, their knowledge to our hub. And then the third request is that I would like us to develop a particular tech solution. My suggestion is app, but I'm very open. If there's another way we can do it, but for now, what I'm thinking is mobile app or web app that will allow youth and undergraduate to learn and develop their skill through this particular tech solution. Then my request further is that this tech solution, whether it's app or web app or software, they should have opportunity to learn or to translate whatever they are learning. For instance, someone is learning from a skilled lecturer who is from one tribe, maybe because the way he pronounced is English. So the learner may not have the opportunity to get it correct, but with the help of artificial intelligence embedded into this particular text solution, they should be able to get what the lecturer is telling, or if possible, if that particular artificial intelligence can translate it to his or at local language, that they can grab that information. Then my last request is that that particular text solution should also embedded what they call some simulation with the aid of virtual reality. This virtual reality will help them to see more, because at times if you are explaining something, So people, they may not understand it. But when you have something to display, because I'm a teacher, if you have something to display, maybe through video or animation to explain that particular concept, they will grab it. They will be like, wow, I don't know, this is what they are saying. But if it is just basically a video calls or reading text, they may not grab it. But if there's opportunity, we can embed virtual reality technologies into this particular system. I believe people will patronize and will able to get to solve a lot of problems. Next, next slide, please. So my revenue, the way I think we can generate money with this particular solution is that by selling, because in Nigeria we have different way. Nigeria is a country that likes certificate a lot. Nigeria, they focus on certificate, though it's still very important, but Nigeria is a country that like certificate. Even though you don't have the skill, they like certificate. So that will not discourage us. So we have to try and look for a way to help them develop skill. Certificate is not most important thing. Recently, the Minister of Education, the Minister of Technology in Nigeria, Professor Issa Pantami, said Nigerians should try and move away from certificate-based to skill-based. Companies, organizations should start employing people for what they can offer, not the certificate precisely. But for now, we still have to focus on the two if we want to, like the way to succeed in Nigeria market is to focus on the two. We have to provide certificate and we have to focus more on the skill. So certificate that are prominent in Nigeria, we have diploma certificate, undergraduate certificate, that's university certificate, and postgraduate certificate. So if we can focus on these three, we can have some courses that will be under diploma certificate, we can have some undergraduate certificate, we can have some that will give them postgraduate certificate course. So, and also, if you can provide physical training in that particular hub that I said, you can have it in Nigeria here, that will allow people to fit it there, to learn, maybe because some people prefer physical class while some prefer online classes. So if we can have the two, I believe with this, we can generate a lot of revenue in this particular country. So next slide, ma. So a little information I want to add to this is I currently created a MVP, so which I name it Flairlearn Technology, flairlearn.com. The website is working, but for now, due to financial constraint, I was unable to proceed, but the website is currently working. I dedicated for this particular project. So my also is that if we can also provide admission support, for instance, someone may have opportunity to learn through our tech solution, maybe they pick diploma course, for instance, and after finishing that program, they may wish, maybe due to or what they've learned from that particular course, they may wish to learn further. And since Nigerian government are not ready to provide them that particular opportunity, we can create routes for them to travel abroad. Maybe we help them to get admission abroad. So if they can finance it for themselves, then they can go there to go and further their education. So that's another opportunity I think this tech solution can bring in. And with that, people, I believe people will patronize. So thank you for your time. I really appreciate
it. Any questions, please?
So yeah, hi, Mr. Raghunath. This is Parvati from Present Innovation and Incubation Council, Chennai, India. So I have a couple of questions for you. So you told you will be creating an education system, right? You wanted to create an education system there. Am I right?
Hello?
Hello? Can you
Yes,
hear me?
I can hear your question.
No, so I just want to know if your target who will be your target? So the college students, right? The students who are currently pursuing in the university, they will be your target, right? So will they be able to afford since you told it will be a paid mode, so will they be able to afford for it?
Yes, currently I think we have like five five online courses. So I think we have a web design course, and then we have something like that. So to me, for now, due to, after you create a solution, you have to let people know. So maybe my marketing is not that much. So maybe that's why people are not patronizing for now. So we have little return, like we have little, like up to 5 or 10 students that enroll in these courses. So I think it's not enough, but I believe if you can do more, and
Okay. So
if
is
you
it
can do more, get this solution right, I believe Nigerian market is something huge for us in terms of educational technology.
right? Okay. And isn't there any such one in Nigeria currently? Any tech startup? There is no other tech startup, or how you will be different from them?
Is there any what?
I'm asking you, if at all there is no other tech startup, or if it is available currently, then how are you going to be different from them? Am I clear?
Ahmed,
I can't
ma'am is
understand
asking
because the network is
tech
breaking.
startup, tech startup.
Yeah, tech. You are a tech startup. You're proposing the solution for tech startup, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Isn't it available anything, no other current tech startup in Nigeria now, currently?
Myself,
Sorry?
or is there any tech startup that is doing this kind, that providing this?
Sorry, you're not clear. I'm not understanding what you're telling.
No, Mohammed, sorry, Ahmed, I'll repeat what ma'am is asking. She's saying you are
Okay.
going to create a new startup on educational technology.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Is there any other in a group of people or startups which are on the same line?
Yes, one that I know that will serve as a competitor right now is what you
Yes.
call Hugh Lesson. Hugh Lesson is focusing on primary and secondary education. So
Okay.
that's what will make us different from their own. So they are doing almost the same thing, but all this artificial intelligence and virtual reality is not there. What they are doing with their own one, ULesson is offering, they are focusing on primary and secondary education. I said it in the beginning that we have 3 systems in Nigeria related to education: primary, secondary, and tertiary. So ULesson, ULesson, capital letter U lesson. So they focus on primary and that secondary. So while this particular tech solution, I want you to focus on tertiary because that is what is stopping Nigerian right now. So
All right, okay, I got that. And you told you will be certifying the students, right? The diploma courses, UG undergraduate and postgraduate, right?
yes.
So, how about the authorization, everything? So you have one. You told you have created flairlearn.com, or what is the role of flairlearn.com right now?
Actually, that flailing, I just created to start growing my what do you call it? My thinking. So I'm trying to test run if it would work, but I have there's limit to the skill I have also. So I need people to come in so that we can develop it together. So I just start that flailing. It's not yet registered. I just launched it recently just to start developing the idea that I have.
All right, okay, fine. So yeah, so it is not yet started. So you need support from our side to kickstart, right?
Exactly.
Okay, done. Okay, done. So I have one more colleague with me. So Kiran sir, he's assistant manager for outreach activities, market connect, everything. So Kiran sir, do you have anything to ask?
No, boss.
Okay, all right, okay. So thank you so much, Ahmed. So I am a little clear about it. So we may have to discuss with my team, and I'll just
I
tell.
have one more question.
Yeah, sure.
Thing is, Ahmed, you were asking something
Yes,
on
sir.
policy. You were asking something on supporting your treasury education. Then you wanted to have, certification, not only certification, but on skill development. And finally, you went on with virtual reality also. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
do you want training on virtual reality?
You mean myself, right?
Not only you and your colleagues, whoever is willing to, get along with you and do this startup. See, why I'm asking you is we
Yes, yes, sir.
cannot give training to everyone. We can train a few people and leave it to you so that you can take that knowledge and skill and then you propagate in Nigeria.
Exactly.
So that would be the better way. We may think about something like having a virtual training or virtual reality training for some few people to start with. Somewhere we need to start. We cannot get into policies right away. We cannot get into
Exactly.
helping out, putting up an office in Nigeria now. We cannot, those are all linked with money. But whereas from a virtual standpoint, from India to Nigeria, on a mutual growth aspect, if we are going to think, can we do some training for you so that you and your people can pick the skill and then you start it amongst yourself.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Okay. So what we will do now, for now, do you have anything to ask?
My own is like is it possible to build that kind of application, that kind of tech solution? Is it possible to build it?
Okay.
Because now I'm trying to combine two things together. Want to provide physical training center for people that may want to come and learn, and we also want to have application for people that are not living, because I'm staying in Nigeria headquarters, that's Abuja. So for those that are not in Abuja, they may want to learn online. So can you put that kind of a tech solution for them so that they can be learning virtually through that kind of application? So is
we
it
can think
possible?
about it. We can think about it. See, there's nothing stopping us as long as people have buoyed, bring your own device. If they bring their own device and they have the data with them, then our content can be shared to them. That's not a problem.
Okay.
What we will do for now, as you have given your intent, can you also make a checklist? Like these are the points that you expect from us. If you can make a mail, and that mail can be again, talked with CIIC, so that they come to a reality. Like these are the things which are possible for Mohammad's project.
Okay, no problem. I will do that. I will do the checklist and then I will send it.
Send it. Okay. You be in contact with Dr. Jora Khan. She is the
Okay,
one
no
who's
problem.
heading Voice of Innovation from World Resource Webinar. So she'll be in coordination with CIIC.
Okay, thank you so much. I really
Okay.
appreciate it.
Nice of you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
But I have just a little question.
Dr. Jora, you wish to add something?
Yes, sir. I want to ask one question. My question is, develop.
Your voice is not clear.
Hello, is it clear? Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello, I can hear you, ma. Hello.
Hello, Ahmed. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, I can hear you now. Clearly.
Okay. So my question is that, Ahmed, suppose we develop an app, okay? This is going to give a certain kind of training like AI or as you are wishing. So also we want to know what is the minimum, the fee structure, or if we ask someone to subscribe our app, so minimum how much they can afford, so accordingly we have to design something for them.
Okay, yeah. I think
Yeah,
in Nigeria for now, if I judge based on that new lesson that is providing education solution for primary and secondary, most of their projects, like most of their content, is between range of if I should I convert it to dollar? Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes, I think dollar will be better if I can say it in dollar, because if I say it in I don't know the. So it's a range of from $5 to $10 for primary.
5 to 10.
Then while for secondary, so most of their courses are from that of a $10 to $20 per course. So
Okay. So please include this point also when you are preparing the email, as Dr. Krishnan said. So keep in mind this point also, that how much fees is possible to be kept, and large number of students can easily take it, like they can subscribe it or they can have our course easily. Okay, just keep this also in mind. So do a little survey regarding this in the people who are interested, so we will get an idea from that also.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, now Priya, can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah. Good
Yes,
afternoon. Yes, can you hear us?
Yes.
bro.
Okay. So you can start your presentation now, Ms. Priya.
Okay. Shall I share the screen?
Yeah. Please share the screen.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
You can start. Okay.
Yeah. So the problem statement, which is about for transgender community. So regarding this particular problem statement, myself and one of my colleagues, Dr. Sharmila Shenigupta, along with 4 students, actually we approached one of the NGO, that is Tweet Foundation, which is situated in Mumbai. So when we had a discussion with the CEO of Tweet Foundation, they highlighted 2 important things that they are lagging of. One is about the online helpline system, and the second thing, which is about e-learning, especially for the transgender community. So in their home, when we visited over there, the transgender people, either it is trans women or trans men, they are of between the age of, we can say 15 to 50 age. So most of the crowd that is between the age of like after 10th standard, or it's like around 15 years, and we can say hardly 30-35 years. Most of the crowd were there. And they are trying to provide them the shelter. Along with the shelter, even they are providing some basic what do you say, basic education with respect to maths or basic subjects, we can say. Along with that, some activities, say for example, how to make chocolates or certain the quick selling product, how they can make it. But they hardly get some support from the Indian government for such people. There are many transgender community, they are seeking for actually looking out for sheltering, especially education and employability, which we can say. Okay. In addition, though, they have the other issues like mental health and the other crisis. But initially, to start with the how we can provide some technological solution for such community, which we felt is that with respect to e-learning. And maybe second part, we can think about helpline system for shelter, education, employability, mental health, and so on. This is the two agenda that we planned about it. But at least for first year, 1 year, we can work with respect to e-learning system. Why we have chosen this is like, we have seen that though males and females, so we have equal this thing in every sector of our country, especially why I'm taking it as in India, because in other countries, if you see, they are treated very much equally compared to here. So instead of, we cannot change the minds of the people in India. So instead of that, how we can provide the solution for these people with respect to education or employability or some kind of upliftment so that they can live their life in this country. So we have found that all over India, according to the survey, more number of transgender community, they are available in UP, that is Uttar Pradesh, that is 28%. And in Andhra Pradesh, it is 9%. It's Maharashtra again 8%, and Bihar, it is 8%. So this were the few states that we can found. We found that more number of transgender community we have it, but hardly 1 or 2 homes that is available in those states. The overall. So it is, and even few movements, they are actually helping them with respect to their education or the employability. So the two important problems which we thought about is about education and the employment. Okay, if I consider about the e-learning, again, the issue over there is who will be ready to teach for them. Okay, so getting the teachers in, even if it is online, okay, or we need to get it integrated with some other good academic platform like Byju's or some other. I don't think so that they will be integrating it, or how we are going to get the teachers to teach them so that in an effective way, so that they can understand the concepts and they go ahead. Even for the employability, maybe small business ideas, the basics, say for example, the cooking thing, that particular course that they can be taught to them. And with that, they can get some employability, some minimal, so they can earn at their rate. So this were the few things that we found out as a lacuna, that even though we build a e-learning platform, then who will be the teachers? So this is one of the issue which we found it. And the other second thing is, which is about the helpline system. Okay. So how we are going to, are we going to have a call center, or what type of solution that can be provided for such type of community? That is the second thing. So as of now, we have decided to go about in building the e-learning platform. And even they were saying that they are having newsletter monthly, they are preparing the monthly newsletter, and few other things like the basic programs that they conduct in every places, so that they can promote them in this particular country. So here, those all things, though they have a basic website, but does not provide every information. That is one lacuna that we found it. So maybe we can improvise their web application or the websites. And the second thing is, within that web application, maybe the newsletters which can be posted, And the next one about the helpline system. So I have some query about the helpline systems as well as the e-learning platform. So in the e-learning platform about getting the teachers, how we can provide an effective education for those people. So this we just had a rough thing. One is if any user is looking for a shelter, for example, or any kind of service. Okay, so they can approach through our app, that is a request through the helpline. And maybe the language, if it is a matter, then we can make it a multilingual support. So they can choose a preferred language. And then based on that, maybe we can ask them to register in our app. And then if they want to subscribe for the monthly newsletter, those are the simple functionalities that we can do it. But the main thing I need a help with respect to the e-learning portal and the helpline system. Thank you. This is the initial preparation that we have done it.
I'm Kiran here from PIC. So in this flow diagram,
Yeah.
yeah, you audible, ma'am? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
This flow diagram, you have been provided that that inquiry forms, means the people who are coming to for the login and all, you've given a portal, right?
Yeah.
So like you will be educated to the particular team, or how you will be?
Yeah, this is
Circulating.
another thing that, yeah. So what we thought is, anyway, we are planning to have another online meet with the other NGOs also.
Okay.
So they said maybe their head office, which is in Delhi. So that particular, I think her name is Maya, Mrs. Maya, that she was saying that they would be able to guide us or suggest like how it can be done.
No,
Maybe
you mean that you will be circulating to all that NGOs, or how come up?
Pardon?
No, how it get circulate? See, for example, how it will be get awareness to all the transgenders.
Yeah. So yeah, one thing is that we need to create a web application, and that should be to bring the awareness about that. Again, they have to take an initiative from the different NGOs, which is located in various places of India.
Can we share that chart which you prepared, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Good afternoon, Priya.
Yes,
This is
yes,
Uman.
sir. Yes, sir. Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Thing is, like, how is this web app planned? On which platform are you thinking about?
Sir, as of now, we thought of just a simple Flask or Flutter framework. And it should be a very basic with the Python coding and the MySQL or some Django database that it can be built.
Okay. It's a nice thinking. Making a web application, call center web application is a nice option.
So one thing is, when we notice their website, okay, so it's a very, very minimal and nothing much information that is available in their website. Tweet only. So we would like to improvise their website as of now, because it's there. They had given it to some third party. So we would like to come up with more information, just collecting from them. And even there are different psychiatrists, or there are health experts also visiting to their NGOs in a regular period of time. So even those things can be added into their website. Even they are conducting certain activities, as I told you, to get the employability, maybe with the basic education, 11th and 12th, or basic education. After that, some kind of, even they are tied up with some other educational institutes, as they cannot go as a regular, just how our students are entering into the campus and studying for Monday to Friday, the center weekdays, which is not possible for them, because the society is still not ready to recognize them as a part of the existing society. So what they are doing it, they will have a special classes on Saturdays and Sundays, maybe afternoon, a separate batch only for them. So it is for 1 hour or 2 hours, but that is also not that effective. This is what the command that we received from them.
Naturally, because when people study for 6 days,
Yeah,
and these people study on one Saturday for some few hours, then it may not match.
exactly.
You
And
know,
the
see,
even if we, yes,
my
sir.
let me complete my thing. You have brought out two projects. One is on education, another is on web application. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Do you have any priority? Which should start first and which should
So
go
first,
next?
the first priority is about e-learning.
E-learning. Okay. But e-learning would take it goes with more of a course being created or connected with
But we need teachers
people
for
who are
them to
already in it.
teach. Yeah, how to get the teachers.
Oh, teachers. Okay.
Yeah.
Teachers won't be a problem. We can pull out all across the world. That's not a problem. But we should know what really has to be given as an input to these students.
Right.
Because see, if you want to give education for a skill development, then we can find teachers. If you want to get education as an input, total education, like you prepare them for a clearance of secondary school leaving or higher secondary school leaving or
Yes,
graduation,
along with the certificate, yes, preparation.
then that is a different methodology to be adopted.
Exactly. So
Okay,
they said they are ready to tie up with some university. Maybe they'll talk to Mumbai University also and then get those things. But we need to build their entire platform.
Okay. So at least we need to do something to show to them that this
Exactly.
this is possible.
Yes.
Correct. I think this is worthwhile to go further. You also make out an expectation list so that we'll chalk out with the CIIC what they can really possibly help us with.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so first thing I would like to go about with e-learning, and then second with the modified web app, providing online, helpline system should be added.
See, for a success rate, I would suggest you take the second one first.
That is web application, sir?
Web app, you can, along with your students, you can complete it.
Okay. But sir, how do we go about with this helpline? Sorry, sir.
Come again?
How do I go about with the helpline system?
What you need to do, you should not think about a physical asset for a call center. Right. You should think about a web connected asset.
Okay.
So, your the master, what you create, it should be an application, a database, and then you go on with the kind of a intersection API, application interface.
Okay.
So at some point, we can ask CIIC to give us a server space. So they can give us a server space where your application and the database can seat together. Okay. And then from a faraway virtual space, you can control it. Okay. So you can only share the application, app. Okay. Right. That sounds well. But can I provide, so that is the online helpline system. Suppose if someone is looking out for a shelter, okay, say for example, 15-year-old transgender person is looking for a shelter, or maybe mental health issues or something, then we should be able to provide that this is the place where you can approach, or this is the contact details where you can approach them. So that type of minimal, at least the online helpline system can be generated via web app. Am I right? Yes. No, not only for shelter. They can get access to urinals. They can get access to education schools or things which are supporting them. Hospital. Any service provider can be linked to it. Okay. More important is we need to fix a clear database structure and a clear application. Then you can improve upon who to be added, what to be added, and then you can share it with your real data. That is a population. That is a transgender population. Understood. Okay. Then we can really do it. It sounds good. It sounds very interesting, and it should be something very new also. Yes, sir. For a targeted population. Yes. I think you should start it. You should start it somewhere.
Yes,
then
sir.
we
Actually,
can
we have
ask.
started with the survey, and that's the reason we met with the CEO of Tweet Foundation. And they have suggested that this is the area that they are facing some issues. So where we can help them out so that they will be benefited by most of the community people.
Okay, what will be your front end? You're going to do in .NET or what?
No, Python, we thought about it.
Okay, Python is okay.
Hmm.
See, how is your database then going to be positioned? Is it MySQL or something else?
MySQL.
Okay, is Python getting along well with MySQL?
Sir, I need to check the compatibility. So we are just in the searching thing, not yet decided.
Okay. Think through,
Yeah.
or is there anyone else who has already tried it in some other population? Leave out transgender. Something like for sports personnel, something for disabled people, something for veterans, something for the minority, like blacks in US, anything like that. Have you checked up?
No, sir.
If you can try, you can see and find out. There should be someone. See, the time when we are talking and discussing, a product should already be there. Or
Okay.
somewhere somebody could have got a kind of a spark, and they would have also tried it somewhere.
Okay. So
that will help us out. I'm not saying
understood.
you need to go there.
Right. I'll check out on this.
Please
sir.
check it up. Please check it.
Based on this background, then I'll come to you.
Anyone else to ask question to Priya Aran? Dr. JK?
Hi, Priya ma'am. This is Parvati from Present Innovation and Incubation Council.
Hello, ma'am.
So, as Krishnan sir told, I have a question with, you told you will be targeting only transgender. That's completely fine, which is a social impact which will be created by you. So, the thing is, what type of, learning you will be suggesting them? Like, as sir told, there might be dropouts in the 8th standard, 10th standard, 12th standard, or even college or anything. So, you'll be targeting all the, the courses or anything, or any particular thing?
Yeah, so there are two different types of people. Say, for example, for some students, at least they need to get their 12th pass, okay? Because the age group, when they leave their home or they are kicked out from their home around the age of 15 or 16, then they would like to complete their 11th and 12th standard. So for that, they need an e-learning platform to complete their 11th and 12th standard. Then after that, there are certain group, they have already completed 12th standard, but they want to do the basic education. Okay, so they are, as certain colleges are already tied up and they are just providing a weekend courses for them. And just to get their skill development type of courses will be done, maybe commerce, accounts or something like that. And then they are getting some jobs based on that. Once they get their job, then they are leaving out from that particular NGOs or the home. Okay, at least the home's responsibility is that whoever the people approach to that NGO, they want to give them a proper education, at least a minimal level of education and a kind of skill development related employability, either accounts or maybe some designing or some other the basic things, so that they'll get employed.
All right. So that sounds great. And how about your business model? If I talk about business model, and this is a sounding like kind of service, which is really great. But when I talk about business model, so
yeah,
so who will be helping you with that?
No, even as a service model, they are tied up with, actually they are working under Government of India, this particular NGOs.
Okay, no, your business model, whether you're looking for some revenue or how is that?
Say, for example, if I want to build a web application, so for getting this thing, I mean, web server space and for the maintenance of that particular web app. Okay, so in that case, I need a support.
No, ma'am. Particularly, Parvati ma'am is asking that from this app, after this app is developed, what will be there? So, for example, I being part of your program. Okay.
Okay.
So whether you will be take any process fees will be there. What will be revenue will be created on this
Yeah, as
process.
of now, I didn't think about the revenue model. So
Okay.
first, let us provide the basic solution. Maybe, as Krishna sir said, the web application, maybe we can think about it as of now, and then e-learning also. Simultaneously, even I would like to think about e-learning platform, because that is their basic requirement which they are looking for.
No, no, that we have understand that overall product will be ready. So
Yeah.
after that, we have any plan for the revenue model?
No, sir, I didn't think about it.
Let me tell you. See, normally these are non money generation or profit generating activity.
Okay.
These are only for service. We can either go and get grants. Grant can be an international
Yes.
grant, and
We can
grant
think
can
about
be,
grants, yes.
yeah. We will. I'm telling you, this is a sure shot for a grant.
No, no,
You
no.
can
I
really get
understand,
grant.
sir. Yeah, I understand. Even there is even a skill development also based on the count of people who attending.
Mhm.
Like from the government, they are paying the fees, as you said.
Yes,
The development, so much of skill development was opened in colleges, schools also nowadays. That
yes.
how much people, for example, in the first batch, 100 members was attended. Some of amount is getting transferred. Means some of the amount once you submit, they are submitting as a grants. I understand.
Correct.
But in
Yeah.
this particular thing, whether you have any revenue model.
I don't
No,
think
sir.
we can get any revenue out of this, but we can think about some big organizations, who are supporting CSR activities.
Okay.
They can help us out. Like, for example, every organization in India has to part with 2% of their net profit every year.
Yes. Yes.
So we can think about, going to them and getting ourselves aligned with it. It is all, it's in a startup time. You are very right in asking for, how much we can generate money.
Mhm.
Instead of saying we generate money, we will say we'll get enough support.
Yeah, I understand. Because for this mod, for particular thing, we can support from the grants and all. It will be innovative, but they are also asked for the revenue model basically. So that's
Yeah,
reason we have a question about that.
Okay.
correct.
Later for the sustainability, we might have to plan something. So that is what the question is. Yeah, fine.
Yeah,
Totally.
natural. Very correct. Money is the one which spins everything. So somewhere, money has to be in. We'll find out. We'll find out how to term it.
Yeah,
Sure,
sure,
sure.
yes.
Right.
And Priya ma'am, your target state for now will be UP only, or
No,
No,
she is in
yes.
Maharashtra, Mumbai.
Maharashtra? Okay, all right, okay.
She is actually from Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, I can find it out. Yeah.
Okay. She's from Tamil Nadu. She's settled. She went to Canada, got back to India, and she is now in Mumbai.
You are born in Kerala. Mother tongue is Kerala.
Kerala.
Brought up in Tamil Nadu. Yeah. And
Okay,
after
okay.
marriage, it is Canada and then back to Mumbai.
Okay, Chechi,
Okay.
Yes.
Very nice of you, Priya. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much.
How to conclude, Dr. JK? Would you take it up, please?
Thank you for both the participants, Mr. Ahmed and Priya. Thank you for such wonderful ideas. We have taken down the note of your ideas. What we want as the suggestions were given to you by CLC and Krishnan also. So we will be expecting a reply back from both of you with these incorporations into your project, and then we will be taking it forward.
Okay. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining. You can share the recorded video also. Sorry, I could not show my face because I'm still driving.
No problem.
Okay. Have a nice time. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you.
To Ms.
Thank you,
Priya,
sir.
thank you, Mr.
Very
Ahmed.
good.
Thank you, Chris. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you also.